So in the last class, we have discussed about the laminar flow through circular pipe, and we have derived an expression for Huygens-Poiseuille equation. In this, we have derived four expressions. That is, one is shear stress distribution, velocity distribution, the maximum velocity, the average velocity, the ratio of maximum velocity to average velocity, and drop of pressure. So this is the diagram which we had seen yesterday. There is a pipe, circular pipe, through which a laminar fluid or a viscous fluid is flowing in a way of laminar flow. Okay, a laminar flow is possible only when the fluid is viscous and the velocity is very low. Velocity is low. Okay, so there is a laminar flow possible, which is happening throughout this circular pipe. So when the fluid is flowing through the circular pipe, we have considered a section in this. We have considered a section in this. That is a circular ring which we have considered, which is having a radius of r, small r, and it is having a thickness of dr, small dr. Okay, so on this there are forces which are acting on the circular element. That is pressure 1, which is that acting on the face AB, pressure force, and another pressure force which is acting on face DC, that is on the opposite side, and there is shear stress acting on the sides of this ring, on the sides of this ring. So based on this, we can say that the fluid which is flowing through the pipe, or the viscous fluid which is flowing through the pipe, is for that we have taken a fluid element. So based on the fluid element, we are going to determine the properties. Okay, so as we have discussed everything, the same one. Okay, so at the first one, the first what we derived is the shear stress, that is tau equal to minus dou p by dou x small r by 2. So you can write down this formula, which now we are going to use for the solving the problems. Okay, and the next formula which we have derived is the velocity distribution. And in shear stress distribution, I have told you that at the center the shear stress will be 0. You can see at this point the shear stress is 0, but near to the wall the shear stress acted by the fluid on the wall of the pipe is maximum. Okay, therefore this is the point. Okay, here is the difference between a shear stress distribution and a velocity distribution. In velocity distribution, the velocity will be maximum at the center. The velocity distribution will be maximum. The velocity will be maximum at the center. But in near to the wall, the velocity will be 0. Near to the wall, the velocity will be 0. But at the center, the velocity will be maximum. So that gives us a parabolic shape. Okay. So we are getting an equation in shape of a getting an equation in terms of a parabolic. So that is given by the formula, equation of parabola, that is u equal to minus 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x r square minus small r square. Okay. So from that we have derived an expression for maximum velocity and average velocity, and we have found the ratio of maximum velocity to average velocity. So I have told you the maximum velocity will be always at the center, and the average velocity, because throughout the pipe the velocity of the fluid will be changing. As I have told you, if it at this point if it is 0, and this point if it is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then again 3, 2, 1, 0. So the velocity is changing throughout the pipe. It's different throughout the pipe. So we need an average velocity. So that expression we have taken, and we have also got the maximum velocity which is at the center of the pipe. Okay, so we have got this expression as u max equal to minus 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x r square. Okay, the next is we have calculated the average velocity. So average velocity is calculated by the q by area. Okay, where q is the flow rate which is flowing through the pipe, rate of flow which is flowing through the pipe. So to calculate the Q, this is total discharge, we require the small discharge which is flowing through that circular elementary ring or element. Okay, so that we have calculated first. dq we have calculated, that is we have derived an expression for that, that is this. Then we have what we have integrated it from 0 to capital R, where 0 to capital R is this from 0 radius to the maximum radius capital R. Okay, when we derive it, we get an expression which is pi by 8 mu. This is what for Q. Pi by 8 mu minus dou p by dou x r raised to 4. So when we divide it with this, so we are getting an expression for average velocity. U bar equal to 1 by 8 mu minus dou p by dou x r square. Okay. Next, dividing this equation 4 by 5, so we are dividing the maximum velocity by average velocity. So by dividing, we are getting an expression that is u max by u bar equal to 2. Okay, u max by u bar equal to 2. Then at the end, if you we are going for drop of pressure which is taking place in the pipe, circular pipe through which a viscous fluid is flowing for a given length L. So for given length L, okay, there are two sections of the pipe in the pipe which are at a distance of length L. Okay, from first section it is at a distance of x1, and from the second section it is at a distance of x2. So by using this expression, that is the average velocity expression, we have derived an expression at the end which we had got as P1 minus P2 32 mu u bar L divided by d square. Okay, so this is the expression for the drop in pressure. Okay, then the loss of pressure rate is given by P1 minus P2 by rho g. So P1 minus P2 by rho g equal to HF equal to 32 mu u bar L divided by d square. This rho g will be here, rho g d square. Okay, so this is the expression which gives the Huygens-Poiseuille equation. Now, so we have some formulas to solve the problems. Okay, so I have written them here, so you can go through the formulas and write it down. So we have to solve the problems based on this. Okay, just note down the problems, formulas here. So the shear stress distribution formula is minus tau minus dou p by dou x r by 2, small r by 2. Then velocity distribution formula is, or velocity is u equal to minus 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x r square minus r square, small r square. Maximum velocity is u maximum equal to minus 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x r square. Average velocity is the formula for this, and u max by u bar is this, and at the end drop of pressure. So you can note down the formulas so that it will be useful for you people to solve the problem. Note it down first. Okay, you can note down the formulas. Fine. So if you have noted down the formula, shall we go for the first problem?
Sir, show the formulas are about 6 times. Okay, sir, over, sir.
Fine. So the first problem is a crude oil of viscosity 0.97 poise and relative density 0.9. A crude oil of viscosity 0.97 poise and relative density 0.9 is flowing through a horizontal circular pipe. Of diameter 100 mm and length 10 meter. Calculate the difference of pressure at the two ends of the pipe if 100 kg of oil is collected in a tank in 30 seconds. Assume laminar flow. So what is saying that there is a crude oil of viscosity which is 0.797 poise is flowing through a pipe, horizontal circular pipe, whose relative density is 0.9. The pipe diameter is 100 mm and length is 10 meter. Calculate the difference of pressure at the two ends. So difference of pressure formula is this one. Difference of pressure formula is this one. So note it down. Wait a second. Okay. So calculate the difference of pressure at the two ends of the pipe if 100 kg of oil is collected in a tank in 30 seconds. So the question says that there is a pipe in which a fluid, he has given some properties of the fluid, that is, it is having a viscosity of 0.97 poise, it is having a relative density of 0.9 and everything. And the pipe diameter is 100 mm, length is 10 meter. He has told to calculate the difference of pressure. Now the difference of pressure formula is P1 minus P2 equal to 32 mu U bar L by D square. 32 mu U bar L by D square. Now I want to find the difference of pressure. Okay. Now what all things I have over here? This is 32 is constant. Mu I have because he has given that the fluid is having a viscosity of 0.97 poise. U bar, that is average velocity, I don't have. L, that is length of the pipe, we have 10 meter. D, that is the diameter of the pipe, that is 100 mm. Okay. So now the question is that we have to find out the P1 minus P2. For that, first I have to find out the value of U bar. So how to calculate U bar? Anyone? How can I calculate U bar from the derivation you have seen? How to calculate U bar? Average velocity. So I'll write the formula over here. P1 minus P2 equal to 32 mu U bar L by D square. Okay. I have mu, I have length, I have diameter of the pipe, length and diameter of the pipe. I have to find U bar. So U bar can be calculated from the derivation you have seen. It is Q by area, right? Q by area. You can determine the diameter of the pipe, area of the pipe, pi by 4 D square. Okay. But how can you determine the value of Q? Anyone? It's a bit tricky question. How can you find out the value of discharge? He has given one more term over here, that is 100 kg of the oil is collected in a tank in 30 seconds. What is meant by this? How to find out that? How to find out Q? What is this 100 kg per 30 seconds means? 100 kg per 30 seconds means mass flow rate. Mass flowing per second. 100 kg of fluid flowing per 30 seconds. That is your mass flow rate. Can I calculate using mass flow rate the volumetric flow rate? It's an easy problem. Anyone? Okay, we shall see the problem directly itself. See, a crude oil of viscosity 0.97 poise. Okay, convert it into Newton second per meter square by dividing it by 10. Okay, this we have already discussed in the while describing the discussing the properties of fluids. In that we have discussed the viscosity and its units. One is poise. Kinematic viscosity unit is Stokes, right? So 0.97 poise, if you want to convert into Newton second per meter square divided by 10. Then the relative density is 0.9. This relative density is nothing but the specific gravity. So specific gravity is given by into 0.1000 will be getting the density of the oil or crude oil which is flowing through the pipe. We got density also. Okay, then we have the diameter of the pipe, that is 100 mm, which is given as 0.1 meter. Length is 10 meter. Now the mass of oil collected, m equal to 100 kg in time 30 seconds. So that is the mass flow rate. Mass flow rate divided by time. So 100 divided by 30 is nothing but your amount of fluid which is collected. Now calculate the difference of pressure P1 minus P2. The formula will be same what we have discussed. P1 minus P2 32 mu U bar L by D square. U bar equal to average velocity, that is Q by area. I have told you. Now how to calculate this? How to calculate Q? Anyone? How to calculate Q? Arbaz Nadaf.
Yes, sir.
How can you calculate Q in this? With this mass of oil flowing per second? You know or you don't know?
Don't know, sir.
Okay. Then next. Manjunath Pattar. Manju Pattar. Manju Pattar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How can you determine that?
Hello, sir.
How can you determine discharge?
Hello, sir. Network problem. Some network problem.
Okay, you can mute. Okay, Ritik Khoth. Ritik Khoth. Ritik Khoth. Ritik Khoth. I think he is not there. Ritik Khoth. Sachin Kodegekar. Sachin. Sachin.
Yes, sir.
How you will determine the discharge here? How you will determine the discharge? How will determine the discharge? See, don't know. Okay, I'll tell you. See now, listen carefully. Discharge is nothing but volumetric flow rate. I have been telling you all the time that it is volumetric flow rate. I have got mass flow rate. So what is the formula for density? Mass by volume, right? I have mass flow rate, right? I have mass flow rate. Okay. See, consider that this is density equal to mass by volume. If I want to make it mass flow rate, I have to divide it by volume by time, mass by time, right? So time and time will get cancelled, it will be mass by volume itself. Okay. So now if I divide it everything by time, if I divide everything by time, wait. Remember this conversion is very important. So rho equal to mass by volume. Okay. Now if I divide it by time, there is no change in this. Okay. So it means that this is mass flow rate. This one, mass of oil per second, and this is means by volumetric flow rate. Volumetric flow rate is nothing but our discharge. So if I want to calculate the discharge, what I have to do? I have to divide the mass flow rate divided by density. So the formula will become like this: V by T equal to rho into mass by time. That is, this is mass flow rate. That is 100 by 30 into the density of oil. What is the density of oil over here? 900 kg per meter cube. So here see, 100 by 30 equal to 900 density into Q. So Q equal to what? Volume by time is nothing but volumetric flow rate. That is also known as discharge. I have been kept telling you, because discharge unit is what? Meter cube per second. Okay. Then therefore it will be volume per time, because meter cube unit is volume. Sorry, unit of volume is meter cube. Okay. Therefore we have got this. So we have found out the value of discharge as 0.0037 meter cube per second. Now what we have to do? Now what we have to do? We have got Q. Okay. Now divided by area. What will be the area? Pi by 4 d square. So what is pi by 4 d square? What is the diameter over here? Diameter is 0.1 meter. So 0.0037 divided by pi by 4 into 0.1 square, right? 0.1 square. Can anyone tell
So
me
we
the answer?
have to take diameter or radius.
Diameter. You can take radius also. You'll be getting the same answer. So if you take the radius, then you have to convert this diameter into radius. Then you have to substitute. So instead of that, you can take pi by 4 d square.
Okay,
See,
sir.
pi r square is nothing but pi by 4 d square. How? R is nothing but d by 2. D by 2 whole square. Right? So pi into d square by 4. So pi by 4 d square. It means the
Yes,
same.
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So calculate and tell me the value of u bar. Pi 0.0037 divided by pi by 4 into 0.1 square. How much is the value?
0.471.
Okay, 0.471. Now can we calculate the value of P1 minus P2? Substitute all the values. 32 mu u substitute. U bar you have got as 0.471 meter per second into length is how much? 10 meter divided by 0.1 square. So you have all the values here. Substitute and tell me. You have all the values. 32, 32 into what is mu? 0.097. 0.097 into u bar is 0.0037 into length is how much? 10 meter divided by what is the diameter? Below is diameter square, d square, that is 0.1 square. Can anyone tell me the answer for this? Get the answer first.
$11.48.
11.48. Wrong.
Yeah, 11.48. So what is the value of U bar?
U bar is 0.0037. Wait.
Sir, it
Zero
is
No,
point-
U bar
sir.
or
Sir,
Q?
it's a 0.4.
0.471. Sorry. Correct. 0.471. 0.471. Correct. You people are correct. Point. So it is going. So what I'll do, I'll write it again for you. So it is 32 into 0.097 into 0.471.
So 1461.98.
98 Newton per meter square unit. 1461.98 Newton per meter square is the answer. Okay, so this is the final answer. If you want, you can convert it into Newton per centimeter square. Okay, you have to just multiply it with what? If you want to convert into Newton per centimeter square, I want to convert this into Newton per centimeter square. Please, can you convert, anyone?
So 14.61 into 10 raised to 3.
14.6 into 10 raised to 3. Check. 10 raised to 3. Check. Just you multiply it with 10 raised to minus 4, na? 1461.98 into 10 raised to minus 4. It is centimeter per, Newton per centimeter square. Correct? Then it will be 0.1462 Newton per centimeter square. This will be the answer. Okay, so see here. 1461.98 Newton per meter square, that is 0.4629 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, you got the answer. Now we shall go for the next problem, that is here. Okay. Second question is, a fluid of viscosity 0.7 Newton second per meter square and specific gravity 1.3 is flowing through a circular pipe of diameter 100 mm. The maximum shear stress at the pipe of the wall is given as 196.2 Newton per meter square. Find the pressure gradient, the average velocity, and Reynolds number of the flow. Okay, so the question is like this. I'll read it again. A fluid of viscosity 0.7 Newton second per meter square. Okay, there is no conversion. It is directly given in SI. Specific gravity is 1.3, and the fluid is flowing through a pipe of diameter 100 mm. Wait a second. Okay. So the question is, a circular pipe of diameter 100 mm. The maximum shear stress at the pipe wall is given as 196.2 Newton per meter square. Find the pressure gradient, the average velocity, and the Reynolds number of the flow. Okay. So can you solve this? Okay. I'll tell you the things which are there. Okay. What is the given thing here? 0.7 Newton second per meter square is the viscosity. Specific gravity is 1.3, that will give you 1300 kg per meter cube. Diameter is 100 mm, so it will be 0.1 meter. And he has given the shear stress at the wall, pipe wall. Okay, where will be the maximum shear stress? It will be always near the wall of the pipe. Okay, so that is 196.2 Newton per meter square. Determine the pressure gradient. So pressure gradient formula is dou P by dou X. Okay. So now for finding the pressure gradient, see wherever there is pressure gradient, here there is pressure gradient, here there is pressure gradient, here there is pressure gradient. But he has not given us the velocity of the fluid which is flowing through the pipe. Has he given anywhere? No. He has given the maximum shear stress acting. Fine. Now we have the formula for shear stresses, tau equal to minus dou P by dou X into R by 2. According to this, we are saying that the maximum shear stress is acting at the walls. Maximum shear stress is acting at the wall. So the radius of the wall will be capital R. So radius of the wall will be capital R, near to the wall. So we have seen from the previous derivation that the near to the wall, near to the radius from the center. Okay, at this point the shear stress will be maximum. So that will be tau max equal to minus dou P by dou X into R by 2. So now substitute the values to find out the pressure gradient. So tau max is 196.2. Okay, then minus dou P by dou X is as it is into R by 2. R by 2 is D by 4. So dou P by dou X equal to, substitute the values, like D is 0.1, multiply it with that and get the answer for this. Okay, so you got dou P by dou X as minus 7848 Newton per meter square per meter. Newton per meter square per meter, because this is Newton per meter square, dou P, that is pressure, divided by the distance, we can say per meter. Okay, so we got the pressure gradient. So the next one is the average velocity U bar. So the U bar formula is what here? Minus 1 by 8 mu minus dou P by dou X into R square. We have mu, we have dou P by dou X, we have R square. Okay, so it will be like this. So we can take U bar equal to 1 by 2 U max, or we can take directly the formula and we can determine this. Can anyone tell me the answer for this? U bar equal to 1 by 2 max, because U bar by U max is 2. Therefore, sorry. U max by U bar equal to 2. Therefore, U bar equal to what? 1 by 2 of maximum velocity. So can you get me the formula answer for this? Because what he has told is he has given the maximum shear stress. So we are going for maximum velocity. Okay, or you can use the formula directly, U bar formula, this one. U bar formula you can directly use, or you can solve it like this. Can anyone tell me the answer for this? The simplification is done, you have to just tell me the answer. What will be the answer for U bar? What is the answer for U bar? You can take down the values. Minus 7848. Everything is there over here. Just tell me the answer for U bar. What is the answer for U bar? Minus 1 by 4 into 0.7 into minus 7848 into 0.1 square divided by 2. What is the answer for U bar?
3.50.
3.50, correct. U bar is 3.50 meter per second. Next, what you have to calculate? The Reynolds number. The Reynolds number for the flow. What is the formula for Reynolds number, which we have discussed in the previous classes? Reynolds number formula. Reynolds number formula. R equal to rho Vd by mu. Remember this formula because it is a dimensionless number and it's very important. Okay, Reynolds number is rho Vd by mu. Rho is density of the fluid which is flowing through the pipe. V is the velocity of the fluid. D is the diameter of the pipe. Mu is the viscosity. Calculate and tell me the answer first. Substitute. Rho is the density. How much is the density of the fluid? That is 1300. Velocity is your average velocity which you have got. That is 3.5. Diameter is the D. That is 0.1 meter. Then what is there? Mu. Mu is viscosity of the fluid which is flowing through the pipe. That is 0.7.
1137.5.
Wrong.
Sir, 650, sir.
650. Very good. So the answer is 650 Reynolds number. Can anyone tell me whether it is a turbulent flow or laminar flow or a transition state from laminar to turbulent? Which flow is this? Laminar flow or turbulent flow?